All right, let's talk about personal finance. But for a second, I want you to forget the boring spreadsheets and all the stress. Instead, think of it like this. You're creating a personalized map, a simple, clear guide to get you from where you are today to where you really truly want to be in life. And if you've ever felt a little overwhelmed by all the money stuff, you are so not alone. It's really easy to feel like you're stuck in some kind of complicated maze with no clear way out. I mean, the pressure is real, right? Especially here in Malaysia. You're trying to juggle these huge life goals, like saving what, an average of 50,000 ringgit for a wedding? And while you're doing that, inflation is just quietly eating away at your savings. Then you add student loans, the dream of buying a house, and that big, far off idea of retirement. Yeah, it's no wonder it feels like a lot to handle. All of those pressures can feel just like being lost in that maze we talked about. But what if you could turn that confusing maze into a clear, step-by-step journey? Well, that's exactly what a financial plan is. It's your own personal roadmap. Okay, so every good journey, no matter what, starts with one simple question. Where am I right now? In the world of finance, this is the first, most crucial step, figuring out exactly where you stand today. And the best way to do that is by calculating your net worth. And listen, this number isn't about judgment, it's just information. It's simply the value of everything you own, we call those assets, minus everything you owe, your liabilities. This one calculation gives you a really honest snapshot of your financial health, right here, right now. This slide breaks it down perfectly. Think of your balance sheet as that single financial photo, a snapshot. It shows your net worth in one specific moment. Your cash flow statement, though, that's more like a movie. It's a record that shows money moving in and out over time. It tells the story of what you earn versus what you spend. So, once you know your starting point, the really fun part begins, deciding where you actually want to go. This is all about setting clear, meaningful goals that are going to guide every single financial decision you make from here on out. Now, to really pin down your destination, there's this super powerful tool that planners use called the SMART framework. It's a game changer because it turns these vague wishes into real targets by making them specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And this right here, this is the difference between a dream and a plan. I want to save for a house. That's a nice dream. But I will save 50,000 ringgit for a down payment in 5 years by putting away 833 ringgit every month. Now that is a plan. It's a real destination you can actually navigate to. Okay, so you've got your starting point, you've got your destination. Now you need to pick your vehicle, right? This next part is all about the tools you're going to use to travel from point A to point B. First up, we've got consumer credit. Think of this tool as kind of like a speed boost, letting you make those really big purchases, like a car or a home, way sooner than you could with cash. It's incredibly useful, but it's not a free ride. It comes with costs and risks that you've got to manage really carefully. Next in our toolkit is insurance. Now, this isn't a vehicle that moves you forward. This is your protective shield for the journey. Its whole job is to make sure an unexpected bump in the road, like an illness or an accident, doesn't throw you completely off course and just wreck all your progress. And finally, we have investing. This is the powerful engine in your financial plan. This is the main tool that's going to grow your money over the long term, helping you beat inflation and reach those really far-off destinations, like a comfortable retirement. But with any engine, you have to choose your speed. This chart shows the number one rule of investing, the risk-reward trade-off. Keeping your money in cash, super safe, very low risk, but you're also going to get very low returns. Investing in stocks, that's where you find the potential for much higher returns, but it absolutely comes with higher risk. Your job is to find the balance that's right for your journey. A great plan isn't something you carve in stone and then never look at again. Life happens, right? Things change. Your map has to be flexible. This is all about checking in on your plan and making adjustments along the way. Your financial map literally evolves with you. As a young adult, your focus is probably just on building an emergency fund. Then, as you start your career, your priorities might shift to buying a home. Later on, it becomes all about pumping up those retirement funds. A good plan changes as your life changes. So, after all this planning, the mapping, the goal setting, the navigating, what is the ultimate destination? What does reaching financial well-being actually feel like?
To answer that, we first need to look at a pretty common roadblock. A recent survey found something really surprising. Only about a third, just 34% of Malaysians actually keep proper financial records. That means the huge majority of people are trying to navigate without a map, which makes it so much harder to reach that final destination.
And that, right there, is why we plan. Because the true destination, the real goal, isn't just a number in a bank account. It's the freedom to achieve your goals. It's the peace of mind you get from being protected. It's about reducing that constant, nagging stress about money, and ultimately, just improving your quality of life and paving the way to true financial independence.
So, you now have the basic framework for your very own financial map. They say a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So, looking at your own life right now, what's the very first step you're going to take?